So it's day 26 of my endometriosis diary, and today I want to talk about alternative methods of helping with endometriosis. So ways of that I've found that this won't necessarily work for everybody. You've got to find your own path, but methods that I found that help reduce pain, reduce bloating and discomfort. So I'm still full of cold. So even though I eat pretty healthily and like drink, lots and lots of liquids, I'm still susceptible to getting colds, and I've just been like sneezing all day, and my eyes are running and my nose is running. It's been fun. Yeah. So onto the subject at hand. So diet-wise, I have a predominantly vegan diet. I do eat a small amount of dairy in the form of probiotic, and I have a gluten-free diet. I try to avoid gluten because that's one of the triggers that really makes my endometriosis considerably worse. There are some exceptions. Some sourdough breads are okay. They're not ideal, but I can sometimes get away with them, and that's if they've been hand-baked, homemade, and they don't have any preservatives in them. So I try to avoid processed foods. Sometimes I have a bag of crisps. I've had a bag of crisps today. It's not ideal, but it is one of the only things that is left that I can get away with eating. Some crap in my diet, and that's the only thing. But generally, it's a pretty healthy diet based around vegetables, pulses, rice, so I eat a lot of rice, and I have a lot of different types of rice. So brown rice, red jasmine rice, rose matter, which is a Caroline rice, just normal white basmati and brown basmati, wild rice. All these different rices are good. And if you want to have a more of a sort of Chinese dish or a Thai dish, then I have rice noodles, and there are lots of different types, fat ones, thin ones, all sorts of different things. And I also use the rice noodles for if I want to have a pasta dish. So I substitute the pasta, for rice noodles, and I might put a nice sauce on them, or a bit of olive oil and garlic or something like that, just to kind of flavour them up a bit. It's nice, or a bit of rocket as well. So food wise, and fruit, obviously, eat a lot of fruit. So I have a pretty well balanced diet, and the reason for that is because I've been vegetarian for over 20 years, and I'm very careful about what I eat, and have done a lot of research into what to eat and how to keep yourself well. The only supplements that I add are B12, a B12 sublingual tablet. Pretty much every day I have that, if not every 2 days. And I have a multivitamin and a vegan omega oil. And books that have helped me with my diet choices are, this one is very good. Oh, there's too much light on it. A Guide to Vegan Nutrition. Okay, it's really, really very good. It's a bit like a school textbook where there's tests at the end of every chapter, which is quite cool, really. It's really informative. I will put links up at the bottom so that people can check them out. Another absolute Bible for vegans is Becoming Vegan by Brenda and Vesanto, Melina. Really, absolutely, really recommend getting that one. that can be for any vegans, and specifically for people who suffer with endometriosis or with issues surrounding the womb and gynecological issues. This book is incredible. Endometriosis, A Key to Healing Through Nutrition. It's Dina Stepson Mills and Michael Vernon. I'll put links to all of these books at the bottom. Other things that I avoid are, I try to keep caffeine to a limit. I try to not overdo it on the sugar. That's quite difficult with cycling. If I'm doing a lot of cycling, then sugar is quite important. But I try not to have too much refined sugar. I have dates and figs and healthy snack bars and stuff like this. Or I make stuff myself as well. Make stuff out of seeds and dates and chia seeds and pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, nuts, all that sort of stuff. Other things I avoid are alcohol. I haven't drunk alcohol for probably over 10 years. I've not got any rules about this, I'm not bothered about alcohol. So it's not really an issue to avoid it. So I don't know whether alcohol helps alleviate symptoms of endometriosis or not, because I've never really been bang into alcohol anyway. So yeah, that's about it on the sort of nutrition, on the alternative diet front, the alternative therapies for helping myself with this condition, and I think they help. I think they help a lot. I think I would have been in a lot more pain if I didn't do all of these things. When I did eat wheat in particular, I used to be really quite ill and not always recognise that it was wheat, because I love bread, so I just kind of lied to myself, I guess, about what was hurting me. So be honest with yourself. Find out what works for you. You don't have to follow my crazy methods that have taken years to work out. You have to find your own way, and find if there's particular foods that irritate you, if there's particular drinks that irritate you. The other thing that I've been drinking, actually, I've got a cup of it over there, is fresh turmeric, ginger, dried star anise, black pepper, cloves, all boiled up in the pan in hot water, and then drink that. You can I add a bit of lemon, and I add a bit of honey, or sometimes I add a bit of sugar. So that's what I mean about not being 100% vegan. I do eat honey. So yeah, that's it. See you tomorrow. Bye.